Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have Jermaine representing Chess in Slums playing as white and Ima playing as black.
Chess is the mind sport.
She trained 120 days for this moment, and for every game she loses, she pays 50,000 naira. It's over. It's over. If there's any miracle going to happen here today, it's going to be a draw.
At that point, I was like, yes, our opponent has no chance now.
Oh my god, what just happened?
I am slowly starting to think that I may not be good at this chess thing.
I hate it. I hate it.
God, what is this?
I don't want to do this no more, man.
I expected a lot of moves, but I did not expect that move.
I am performing badly.
Because all the things you just suggested was nonsense.
But quitting is one of the hardest things for me to do in life, so if you've seen this video, it means I didn't quit.
Thank you to PocketMoni for sponsoring a portion of this video.
One of the worst things that could happen to anybody at this stage just happened to me. I woke up this morning and plugged my hard drive to my system to do a final copying and everything of my SD cards to prepare them for filming in less than 2 days, and my drive failed.
I had spent 4 months training and filming this episode with the goal of going head to head against some young prodigies in the end, and all of the resulting footage, the interviews, the whole journey, and everything I needed to tell the story was on that one drive. So what you're about to watch is not the story I plan to tell. It's the one I had to build from whatever I could scrape off of my phone and SD cards.
I am slowly starting to think that I may not be good at this chess thing. I mean, last week I had a session with my coach and he said he was disappointed in me.
My name is Afam Ernest. I am a professional chess player and also a chess instructor. I'm number 25 in the country. After our first session, I assessed her knowledge of chess and she barely knows how all the pieces move. So I will guess that's as beginner as it gets.
So it's not like I'm broken by what he said. It's that I actually see that I'm not good at it.
I don't think I give motivation that much. It has to be something you want, right? You can't either force chess on someone, whether playing casually or professionally. It messes with you in one way or the other.
So I spent the next 70 days playing games and training. Every single day, every opportunity I got.
I am out on a dinner, and this is what I have decided to do.
So this is currently 17 minutes past 2 a.m. and I have been playing chess for the last, don't know now, maybe 6 hours. I don't think I have had as much anxiety as I ever had tonight about this whole project. Like I was literally panicking. Like something really bad had happened or was gonna happen, and it really just was because I am performing badly.
And then 100 days in, I decided to touch grass by going to a real tournament.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.
Today I am at the National Chess Championship and spectators are not allowed inside. So since I've been here, I've been outside just catching up and practicing on my own games and just listening to the other guys go out and argue about how they perform, what they should have done better. It's just fun to see, it's making me imagine what my own game could be like at the end of the day. I hate losing.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.
While we were there, my coach set me up against a 9-year-old, and in 17 moves, I already had a losing position. So I knew that something drastic had to happen in 20 days or I was cooked. Thank you very much everyone for being here. The plan is to have 2 games, and for every game I lose, I would have to make a donation to Chess and Slums. I'm opting for an open event because it just makes the stakes higher, you know. The pressure is not going to be good for me, but yeah, I mean, that's what professional players have to do when they go into these championships.
I know I trained, but I'm looking forward to see the process.
Oh my god. The consequences of my action just got real.
My name is Tunde Onakoya and I'm Iman's next opponent. Are you ready for me?
Nigeria's own Tunde Onakoya has done it again.
The Nigerian man has been playing chess in Times Square.
Yeah, he hopes to break a world record and raise money to help lift children out of poverty.
Tunde Onakoya holds the Guinness World Record for the longest chess game ever played, 60 hours non-stop in Times Square. He's also the founder of Chess in Slums Africa, an organization that trains children from underserved communities using chess as a path to education and a way out.
Now my opponents in the final match are kids who trained under that program.
When you take a bunch of kids that are actually seem to be underprivileged and don't have much, and you empower them with chess and give them a way out of the slum, it becomes like almost like a way of life for them. So that is what I feel makes them dangerous.
After that meeting, I honestly didn't know what my chances were, but I knew that losing a game in 10 moves or less was the worst thing that could happen. So I locked in on 2 things, 1 opening for white and 1 for black.
The game of chess is divided into 3 phases. Basically, the opening game, the middle game, and the end game.
In the opening, you want to bring out your pieces, develop them, put them in a good position to fight the war.
And I play those lines over and over every day until they stuck. I wanted to give myself a real world competition experience, so I decided to attend another tournament to watch the pros. And when I sat down to play a friendly game, I realized I could barely identify the pieces in front of me.
So there's the difference between 3D and actual board. Yes, our first classes started over the board, but we moved online because of distance.
So to fix that, I spent the next couple of days playing games online and then replicating the moves on a physical board and picking my move before making them on the computer.
I think that one of the most daring things I could have done for this episode is making it a live event. It's been so difficult having to look for money, plan an event, train all under 3 weeks.
Now that your queen come here, what's the drawback? Your queen and your knight are now for people. So why did you do the work?
I mean, first of all, I was trying to be faster.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You cannot play speed for accuracy. If you try it, yes, you play fast and you still lose. You are sentimental towards your queen. Because all the things you just suggested was nonsense.
I've realized from this whole challenge that I don't like pressure. I don't work well under pressure.
With less than a week left, I still had a major gap.
I believe our biggest weakness right now is time management, because most of our sessions online, when she's playing opponents at a rating range, she usually like gone into time trouble. And although there's increments, she like panics sometimes. And then, of course, there's always this feel that you're not playing your best because you're under that time pressure.
So this night, we're getting started on a new concept, or should I say, a feature that I have not used at all throughout my learning process thus far, and it's called Puzzle Storm. So the goal is to complete as many puzzles as you can correctly under limited time. Do you see that now?
So that's what you're so proud of then?
It's not like I'm so proud. The goal this night was to do 10 in 30 seconds. Did I or did I not achieve the goal for tonight?
You don't say 30 seconds. You did 10 in 30 seconds, Kwa.
Whatever, the time that was given.
You slow.
And so from now till Friday morning, I probably will be doing mostly just puzzle storms. 12 now. I did 12.
Having lost all my files less than 2 days to the match, I definitely did not do any more puzzle stumps. I was just miserable and wondering if there was even any point having the final match anymore. But few hours to the match day, I got an email.
I just got the names of my opponents. Now, I think I did ask for this on our first call. That was 3 weeks ago. But I believe that it was very intentional that I did not get their names up until now. But of course, the very competitive side of me is still going to take this as information that is relevant to the cause.
So I looked both players up and found almost no information about them online. No profiles, no recorded games. But one thing I did find out was that both of them were a part of the team that had beat 99 other schools to win the recent National Chess Masters Championship.
At the conclusion of 5 rounds of games, Chess in Slums Africa Team A emerged champions, having scored 10 points after winning 19 matches.
However, they had stopped schooling due to a displacement going on in their community. So when we found out, we decided to turn the match into something bigger. The plan was that every game I played, whether I won or lost, would mean something for these kids. My 50,000 naira penalty would go directly into sending these kids back to school, and we'd open it up so that anyone who watched the live match or this episode could add to it. But the challenge was putting all of that together in such a short time. And that's where PocketMoni came in. We needed a way to pull all of the donations in a way that everyone could keep track of, and PocketMoni's Money Tribe feature solved that problem. From one app, I was able to handle all of the payments for the event, set up the group contribution fund, and schedule it to go live once the match started, so that anyone in the room or watching from home could donate directly and in real time. And this is where you come in. The Money Tribe is still open, and you can scan the QR code on your screen or use the link in the description box to join us in sponsoring these kids back to school, because that would be the real success of this challenge.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a special exhibition match. Today, we have an exciting clash between Chess in Slums Africa and the Roll Call.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am the boss, I am the Don, I am the one they call Lucky Charm.
The game begins.
Alright, so the game has started. Jermaine is white and Naima is black.
My strategy was to play as fast as I could in the opening, because I had rehearsed my opening lines well to save me some time in the middle game where I had to think critically before each move. But my opponent was very good at countering my opening, so before I even finished developing my pieces, I was already in a bad position. After surviving the opening, I felt boxed in already and I didn't know what to do, so I just started making passive moves.
He has this slightly worse position, and I don't think she can see it yet, because if she did, she won't be playing moves like a5, because that move does nothing, and now there's a winning attack.
But somehow she did not find the move, and so I was able to make it to the end game.
So the end game is the hardest part of the game. And it is where, like I said, there would always be that deficit of experience if you've not practiced enough.
What I like to tell my students is, when you have a clear advantage, play piece for piece until your advantage shows. But now she's making pawn moves. This could actually be a chance for Emma to strike back.
And I struck back. In the most random stroke of fortune, I somehow found a way to turn a game that everyone had concluded I had lost. And move by move, I made progress slowly until I did something I hadn't done throughout the game. I glanced at the clock. And then I panicked.
At that point, I was like, yes, she has queen. Our opponent has no chance now. Just do a queen and king mate, which is something that I thought she could do in her sleep. 30 moves in that position, only 3 were bad, and the other 27 were winning, and she chose one of those 3 moves.
Was an emotional roller coaster. All of us at the back.
I couldn't believe I still mated a game I had almost won. Yes, at some point I was fighting for a draw, but when I had mate in 11 moves. My second opponent is Jonas, an 80-year-old chess player who is coming with a 2-year experience to face someone who has only done this for 120 days. But the best part of this round is knowing that Jonas is an aggressive player, and I am more of a positional player, so my best shot at winning any game was the one I just blew.
A positional player is someone that values long-term strategy, right? They don't just rush into the game with an attack trying to checkmate the opponent's king. They just like try to get their pieces in better place and gradually improve on their position. While a tactical player is the opposite. They value active pieces over positional play, meaning they just want to kill you.
In round 2, we will be having Jonas, one of the strongest junior players we have here. Jonas is a player who plays like a machine, very aggressive, very precise. What you saw in game 1 was attacking chess without precision. Jonas brings the tactical chess.
I believe that I can win today's game.
Interesting. But we had barely gotten through the opening when he made a mistake.
He's a tactical player and he just wanted to get out there and fight, but he made a few mistakes in the opening because he was not familiar with the Vienna.
Once we were past the opening, I reckon it would be very shameful to have had such a lead in the game and end up losing, so I started to get a little jittery even with a winning position.
She missed Queen C4. That would have finished it faster. She has had issues with finishing games as we saw in game 1, but she is still winning. Ayima is looking very confident. Jonas is trying to look for a miracle in this game. As expected, checkmate.
Our performance was honestly better than I expected. That's all I'll say.
Down to skill level, I can say this is probably the most impressive I've ever seen in my entire life, in 4 months. And I'm not just exaggerating, that is true. So I want to say well done. This is very, very impressive. And I really hope you never stop playing. And yes, it is possible to do great things from a small place.
I came into this challenge thinking that the goal was to win. And I did win 1 game anyway, but the most important thing I learned was how far I am willing to go to get what I want, and how resilient I could be when literal nightmares happen. I am super grateful to Jermaine and Jonas who brought everything they had to that table, to Tunde and the entire team at Chess in Slums Africa for giving me the opportunity to step into their space, and also to PocketMoni for making the donation seamless. If you would like to support Jermaine, Jonas and the other kids from Chess in Slums Africa, the link to the Money Tribe is in the description and you can donate in a few clicks, and you can be assured that whatever you put in goes directly to sending these children back to school. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.